Okay, let's see if we can do this fast. And good morning, guys. Welcome back to the channel. You're back with the Midwest Express. So today I want to talk to you guys about Walmart Spark and driving for Walmart Spark now that the holidays are upon us. 66% of Americans, I read this article yesterday, 66% of Americans are less well-to-do than they were last year. At least that's the way they feel. And over 50% of people are looking for a way to earn extra money, especially around these holidays. And gig work is usually the one area that everybody starts looking at. Now, if you've been in gig work for a while, you kind of know the ropes already, but this is kind of tailored to somebody that's thinking about doing gig work and thinking about driving for Walmart Spark. Now, you might see YouTubers, and some of these YouTubers will put nice thumbnails on their videos and they will say, make $1,000 a week, or earn $500 every weekend, or earn extra money driving for Walmart Spark. And all of that is factual. You will get all of that and some with driving from Walmart Spark. However, when you look at these driver apps, and even if you go to the Walmart YouTube channel, the Spark Driver YouTube channel, and I say check it out, they got a lot of good tutorials on how to do things and whatnot. But you got to understand that's the perspective from the company. That is what they want you to see and they want you to know about and think. And they just released a video this last week and they were like, sign up for Walmart Spark. It's so easy. All you need to have is a phone, a car, and a driver's license. And that is factual. For them, that is all you need. But what you really need to understand is there's a lot of different facets of driving in the gig economy and especially driving for Walmart Spark. So next, insurance. Now, Walmart Spark has insurance. They have commercial insurance, and that covers Walmart Spark in liability. It doesn't cover you at all. It doesn't cover your vehicle, doesn't cover the person you hit. All that does is if somehow or another the dots track back to Walmart Spark, that they are going to be covered for anything that happens if somebody's a crazy Walmart Spark driver and does something insane and it gives a bad name to Walmart Spark. They have commercial insurance that's going to cover them in a catastrophic accident to keep them out of liability, but it doesn't cover you at all. So you need to have a conversation with your own insurance company and ask them, am I covered doing Walmart Spark grocery delivery? And it varies from company to company. There's different types of insurance. There's personal insurance that you have now on your vehicle. There is commercial insurance, which a business has, and you kind of are now a business owner in a way. Then there's also gap insurance and rideshare insurance. So out of all these different types of insurance, there's no set marker on what your company's going to cover and what state you're in. So it's super important that you reach out to your insurance agent before you start driving for Walmart Spark and find out, am I covered? I had to change my insurance company because the company that I was with did not do rideshare. They did not cover food and grocery delivery. Now, some of these apps do offer insurance. I'll give you an example. Uber and Lyft, they offer insurance to cover drivers when they're driving, but that's only when the customer's in the vehicle. If the customer's not, there's a time in between that you need to fill in a gap. And there's different types of insurances for everything. So really do your research. Call your insurance agent and find out what you need. Walmart is very vague on this because it's a negative and they don't want to talk about it. And they're not going to be held reliable or liable if you have a fender bender or something even more major than a fender bender. So just make sure you talk with your insurance company, because the worst thing that could happen is you're doing a delivery, you have this GPS on going to the destination, and a deer jumps out on the road and you swerve to get off it and you're in the hospital, you're unconscious, and the investigators go through and they find out that, oh, you were driving for Walmart Spark. Some drivers are like, how would they ever know? I'd never tell them. I think that if something really bad was to happen, they may find out. So just do the right thing. Contact your insurance company. I reached out to Walmart Spark Public Relations to try to get more clarification on it, and they failed to respond. So next, you need to know about. So this is one of the two absolutes of life: death and taxes. Okay, to the IRS, you, congratulations, are now a small business owner. You have to pay taxes just like a small business. Now, you don't have to worry. You don't have to become incorporated. You don't have to become an LLC. You could just, pay your own taxes. And all this means is that now you are independent contractor. And when people hear that, they like to throw that out with a badge of like, I'm an independent contractor. I choose the jobs I want. I select this, that, and the other. And that is all true. But also as an independent contractor, you are 100% responsible for all your taxes get paid every year. And the golden rule is at least 30%. 30% of everything you earn as a Walmart driver, you need to put away. And you need to be conscious of this because it will come back to bite you in the butt. I've seen drivers that they do their taxes after the first of the year, and then they are hustling for 2-3 months till April 15th to earn enough money to put it in the bank to pay their taxes. You don't want to be in that situation. So make sure you put money away for your tax. And this kind of information is not like exciting. We want to know about, hey, make it rain. Give me the money, I talked to one young guy and he was like, I'm not interested in a hard dollar. I want an easy dollar. Gig work is not all sunshine and rainbows. Out of all the gig apps, Walmart Spark, the sweat equity that you're going to put into this job, it is not necessarily an easy dollar. There's days when it's really easy, but there's a lot of days when it's a hard dollar too. And I'm going to talk about that a lot more in future episodes. But lastly, before you get started with Walmart Spark, you need to have a way to track your expenses. And when I talk about track your expenses, the big one is your mileage. Everybody, you get to save so much in your taxes by tracking your mileage. And there is apps out there. There's a Stride, Hurdle, Mile IQ, Gridwise. I've heard good things about all those apps. I don't promote any specific app, but it's definitely worth the investment. You need to track your miles because you get to write that off at the end of the year. That's money you are leaving on the table that if you don't track these miles, and you'll regret it later. So also, as an independent contractor, and it kind of depends how far you go down the rabbit hole. If you're just doing this a little bit on the side for your tax preparation, I would say you could probably get away with like TurboTax or, just doing your taxes normally yourself. But there is some minutia to it, and it can be a little bit difficult come around tax time. So if you decide you're going to get into gig work, and as you progress a little bit more, it might be worth investing in like QuickBooks to track your receipts and track all your earnings and everything there, plus your mileage. Or also, if you're really doing it and you decide you're going to take the big jump one day, you're probably going to need a CPA. You're going to need an accountant to do your numbers crunch for you. And that's just the way it is. So welcome to the show. If you decide you want to do Walmart Spark, there are good days and there's a lot of bad days. And the one thing I wanted to talk about is I got a comment left on one of my videos this weekend, and it was a lady who was asking, what if I drive the weekends or the nights? How much should I make? I want to know how much I'm going to make. And if you're just looking at doing this like a few hours, a couple days a week or whatever, honestly, the effort and everything you put in to get into this gig work sometimes, I would just, if you have a 9 to 5, I would look at the hourly rate that you make at your 9 to 5, just picking up some overtime maybe at work might have a lot less headache and make you a lot more money than you will with Walmart Spark. Just my 2 cents. Hope you guys got some value out of this video. I'm going to have a series of videos coming out. If you don't know, I was deactivated from Walmart Spark for, I want to say 2 weeks ago now. And I contested it, and the outcome is you're done. You're not driving for Walmart Spark anymore. And the main reason why, the reason that they had given was that a customer or a store said that I delivered to the wrong address on a delivery. So I appealed it 3 times, and the last one they came out and said, this is the final answer. No reactivation. So I'm moving on from Walmart Spark, but I do want to share with you guys a lot of the key things that I learned along the way with Walmart. And I don't have any beef or big gripe with Walmart. Walmart's a multi-billion-dollar corporation, and if you get into a relationship with these companies, they don't care about you. They're trying to make this gig independent contractor thing work, and it has a lot of pitfalls for drivers. That's kind of why I started this channel in the first place. I want to share with you guys the good, the bad, the ugly of doing all these events with gig work, and I hope it's valuable to you. Like, subscribe, stick around, because there's lots more to come.